Welcome to The Culture. We rest at the pulse of the community, providing all things news, music, fashion, events, and everything that we talk about in between. It's a lifestyle. We are The Culture.
In the book, you did talk about the freedom that you were able to exhibit or be a part of with Jermaine.
Yeah.
And that he was one of the producers that gave you that freedom. Can you expound a little bit on what that actually meant to you?
Well, my first deal was at Uptown MCA, and Uptown was a label that created images and style. Mary J. Blige, she had her own style.
Yeah.
Jodeci, they had their own style. Heavy D. So when I came to Uptown, they wanted me to put on these big glasses to be this young soul man with all the silk shirts, and I did it because I wanted to be a part of the Uptown family, but it really wasn't me. So as time went on and those deals fell through, Jermaine Dupri, I met him after a Grammy brunch. His father, Michael Malden, introduced me. He saw me, and by this time I had gotten older and stopped shaving, and he was like, "Don't change it." I had my trucker hat and my boots. He said, "Don't change it." L.A. Reid wanted me to shine it up a little bit. Jermaine was like, "No, we're going through with this right here.
Wow.
That's it. That's the look. That's the sound. We ain't changing nothing. And we're going to sell this to America. We're going to sell it to the world." And it worked. And that was the freest I've ever been in terms of being my true self.
That's great that you mentioned that. Now, I'm thinking back to like Charlene.
Yeah.
And great song.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you read what was going on internally when you wrote that, or the essence of why the song came to be, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, this is not what I thought the song was about. Even though the video displays it, but that's not where I was. So I'm sitting here reading this and I'm going, wow, this was an us versus me situation where you're gifted in an area, that's your passion, is driving you. However, there is another internal love that you're not necessarily able to fulfill or even try to enjoy, because the other passion is pulling you away from it.
And that other passion wins all the time.
All the time?
Yeah, I've never met a woman that could make me second guess music. Yeah, the closest thing to that is my kids, and I still can't not do music.
But do you think you have to not do it?
No, but some women don't know how to allow you to be in love with what you love, and they want to, they feel like, why can't I be the priority? You can in that space, but this space here is powerful. Yeah. And my kids don't.
Right.
They don't compete with it.
Better Days was another one.
Yeah.
That the story behind that, I've been it's Charlene. I've been there.
Yeah.
Just with success and passion for my craft and my gift, what I know that I'm here for. And then you have the relationships and coming out of the relationships, and that song, Better Days. Tell me about what was going on with you, because I really was able to identify with what I read, and it was that you found yourself again.
Yeah, you go through things in relationships, and sometimes you don't recognize who you are. I remember a time coming out of the relationship that created Charlene. I was like, man, I feel lost. I lost weight. I probably lost about 20 pounds. Wow. And just wasn't myself. So I started connecting to people who were starting to feed me again and build me up. And at this time, I was abstaining from sex and anything that was intimate, and because I didn't have anything to give. So I think that allowed me to rebuild. And the people around me were just pouring into me.
Wow.
And I started to see myself again, and I grabbed it. The minute I could recognize him again, I said, there he is. Let me get it. There, I've been looking for you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
he was in a dashiki, but
Okay. All right. We'll
but it
take
was
it.
yeah. I'll take the
We'll take
dashiki meat.
We'll take it.
Yeah, but
Now,
you know.
You also had a great time working with Babyface.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about working with him on that.
Pray for Me, Mad, and we did Woo. So we wrote all three of those actually up in Nevada. He has a home in Nevada, and it was snow all over the place.
Wow.
So he and I and two or three other writers, we were up there, and I had an idea for Pray for Me, and I sang it for him. The next day, he came back and he had turned that song into a classic. I was like, that's why he's the Babyface we love. I mean, he totally rebuilt that song and turned it. I was like, wow, can I still get some credit?
Give me a half point.
Can I get half a point on that, Babyface? No, but actually, you know, the story and everything was, you know, came from me, but melodically and his musically, he just made it a classic song.
Wow.
Yeah, and getting to know my personality. That's where they Pray for Me and Dear God, and you know, it was incredible to watch that process.
Wow. He is one of our greats.
He is, and he's a nice guy too.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, he's nice. He's silly.
Oh,
yeah,
I would never have thought
What?
Babyface
Yeah,
was
baby.
silly.
What? Yeah, Babyface was funny.
That
Prince was another one that was silly and funny.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was silly and funny.
We watched YouTubes at Paisley Park. He and I and Shelby, who sang with him the last 8 years of his life. We were watching YouTube videos and just laughing about different stuff.
Just silly stuff.
Silly, but he always talked about business. Yeah, you know, owning your stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he was for real about what he portrayed to the audience.
He was exactly that.
Because, you know, sometimes people can be one way in one instance and another way in another.
You want to make some noise? All the time. That's Prince. He was exactly Prince.
Wow.
Yeah.
Point of it all. Empire. How did that happen?
I got the call. I don't know, it came through my agency or somebody. But they love that song. That song has been one of the wedding songs of our century, you know, of our time. And they felt like it was a great fit. And that episode was actually directed by John Singleton.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're related. I didn't know it until he told me. Yeah. So
let me find out.
John Singleton,
you
Casey and JoJo and I are cousins. And Fantasia might be related to us, I think.
Yeah, because I think I heard that Fantasia was in that.
Yeah, definitely. I know she's related to Casey and them.
Yeah, Casey and JoJo.
And I'm related to Casey and JoJo.
Wow.
Through the Truesdales and some of the Smiths and some of the people back down. But yeah, John Singleton, he directed it. And he said, you know me, you're my cousin. I said, I had no idea. But he said, yeah, and he explained it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and...
tell your cousin call you more often.
Yeah, you know.
You could do soundtracks. Not Terrence, what's his name? Terrence Howard. Yeah, okay. Terrence Howard. He was a big fan of mine. We had met each other on different occasions. So it was just a matter of just being in there with friends and family, being a part of that. Point of It All is one of those songs that almost didn't happen. Because I had been working with the Avila brothers and Big John, who passed away about a year ago. Not Big John. What's this John? Jim Wright. Yeah, Jim Wright. Sometime I had to go sources around, grab information. Bring it back.
Yeah, we had been working, and that particular day we didn't come up with anything. So they started playing those chords. When I was leaving, I had my backpack on and everything. I immediately put my backpack down when I heard that. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh no, I'm staying. And we all wrote that song. And it's a special one.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's going nowhere.
Nowhere fast.
No, nowhere fast.
Yeah.
So with writing that, did it come the way that you speak about in the book on instrumental music and how the words kind of come to you as you're hearing it?
Yeah, I started saying, I can't stay away from you too long. And the point of it all, it came. And then Jim Wright, he repeated it. He put that classic, repeat it again, say it again. And I love you. And that's what made it, people feel like, okay, he's not just doing a song for fashion. The song is you know, steeped in love and affection. So
that's good.
Yeah, man.
The Culture is produced and owned by Hip Rock Star Media and cannot be reproduced or broadcast without written consent by Jessica Garrett Motkins. All rights reserved 2020.